Oh, thank you, Bathory. You're watching One Piece? Oh, I'm here. That's right. I'm here. I'm grinding here. Are you watching the live action, David, or are you watching the anime? Oh, the anime? Cool. I like them both, so. We're gonna start off with a little grinding today, because I want to get a little bit higher before we go to the last place. Just a little bit. PlayStation has a bunch of games on sale, and I'm trying my best to sit on my hands and not indulge. Oh, yeah. I did my very best not to get suckered into the Steam sale lately, so I know how that is. I do need to see the second season of the live action. I like it. I think it's fun. I know some people have varying opinions on it, but I think it's a good time. I think the casting is pretty strong, in my opinion. The casting's pretty great. Yeah, I think so too. Oh my god, and little Chopper is adorable. You know, speaking of PlayStation, y'all, the price increases for their consoles is wild. I'm sure most of you have seen that. I definitely cannot afford a PlayStation Pro. Crazy. It is obscene, right? How can people afford to play games anymore? My goodness. With prices like that for the console, you might as well just buy a computer, like a good computer, you know? It's crazy. Oh yeah, and unfortunately I know for Canada it's even worse. Sorry, Canadians. You don't even want to see the Canadian prices? Yeah. You'll have to pay a lot more up there. Sorry. But you know what? What are you gonna do, right? You paid around $7.50 for yours with the game back in 2022-23. Wow. This is how you do it? I forgot. Oh, charcoal. Shoot. Hang on. I want to make sure I have that recipe correct. Oh no, I think I have to cook 2 staminas together. Shoot. It is crazy how expensive games are these days. I'm lucky I can still afford games myself, but I feel like a lot of people are going to be priced out of the hobby. I don't remember how much I paid for my PS5. Well, not miso soup. I did upgrade the internal memory in the PS5. Everything is expensive and painful. Everything is expensive and painful. Yes. I agree. Increased wisdom. It is wild. Okay, I'm looking at the wrong recipes apparently. Hang on. Where's my guide? That's why I don't tend to buy like lots of games. Because it's expensive. Where didn't I have a cooking guide somewhere? Oh, stamina and 2 tuna. Okay. I was getting confused. Never upgraded the internal storage of mine. Had an extra on your PS4? Ah. I've never had, like, extra memory on my consoles. I probably should think about doing that at some point. I would have held out on Requiem if I knew that spoilers wouldn't be instant. Same with Townfall. Not looking forward to paying full price, but people love... Yeah, people are always gonna spoil stuff now. It's just... Immediately, there's like videos out there, hey, this is the ending for Townfall, the game that just came out today. It's like, what the heck? Can you guys breathe a little bit, please? Or let us breathe? It's wild. Yeah, I think people just want to like, well, I don't know if it's just like an obsession, but I feel like for people who beat it like that quickly, it's more than an obsession. It's like on purpose to try to get views and content, you know? Explaining the ending, 5 things you miss in the story, right? It's like, I just started playing the story. I'm literally... I just started. What the heck? It's crazy to me. But I feel like that's what a lot of, well, I can't speak for the entire population, but I feel like that's what people want these days with the internet and social media. They want instant answers and instant, like, a gratification. If they're not going to do something themselves, they want to know, like, now. So that's what we get then, you know? It's a race to get it out, right? You got to get those clicks first. That's crazy. I think that's why I could never be, like, a Twitch streamer who streams for money. Because I feel like then you always have to be on top of everything. You always have to do everything really quickly. I feel like you can't enjoy stuff that way, you know? If you always have to be first to do this, first to talk about that. Like, I don't think I could enjoy gaming that way. I mean, sometimes I admit it's not for that reason, but for like new games that just come out, sometimes I'll stream them, right? Like the first time I play it, but that's because I want to experience it with you guys. For those of you who don't want spoilers, and it's not like I'm going to try to finish the game in one stream, you know? But that's few and far between, so most of the time I wait until like the fervor has died down before I stream anything. That's why I'm kind of waiting to stream Requiem, honestly. Once people have kind of forgotten about it, that's when I want to stream it. Because what I've noticed too, and you all know this, but for people who stream on Twitch, if you stream a new game, a lot of times the people that come in will be the ones who are like, have to tell you how to play the game and tell you the secrets and spoil stuff like right away, and I'm like, no, I don't need to deal with that. That's another reason I try not to stream new games, because people always do that. Always. It's like guaranteed. Even in a small stream like mine. People will come in just to spoil stuff and just show off that they know something about the game, and it's like, guys, come on. This is new. It literally came out today. And I don't know what it is. Like, I think you'll probably remember when I was playing the new Observation Duty, right? And that guy came in and spoiled the anomalies for us. I'm like, why would you do that? I don't understand. I don't know if it's like an attention thing, or if it's a... I don't know. I don't get it. Streaming is different though, it doesn't flood YouTube or the social media sites. That's true. The only way I browse YouTube these days is I just look at my subscription page. I don't look at the homepage or anything that generates the algorithm, because I just can't stand all the recommendations I get, so I never look on those areas. I only look at the feed that shows all of the new videos from the people that I've subscribed to intentionally. Because otherwise I think YouTube would probably irritate the shit out of me. And I think I've mentioned this before too, I am not a big fan of short form content. So if I get flooded by like shorts and things like that, I just get very quickly turned off. Like, no thanks. If you want me to get something, like not like something right away, like flood me with shorts on it. Because then I'll immediately be like, nope, I don't care about this anymore, thanks. You've just annoyed me. I know that probably makes me sound old and boring, but I don't care. I am old and boring. And I don't care, and I don't mind. I've accepted this about myself. Oh, y'all. Pocopia? So I was playing, and I discovered, for any of you Pocopia fans out there, I don't know if y'all are still playing, but I discovered that there are wireless power sources. Oh my god, what a game changer. I hate saying that, but seriously though. I hated all the power poles and all the power lines like crisscrossing through my places. It was so ugly. But now, I don't have to find that. I don't have to do that anymore. I was just telling myself while I was playing, like, I wish they had created an option where you don't have to, like, run power lines, because they're so ugly. And sure enough, they thought about that. Which is nice. You can't wait to find those. I was so excited when I found out about it. So it doesn't eliminate the need to place power sources altogether, but it does make the power sources very easy to hide, which is what I appreciate. You don't have to have those ugly wires everywhere. The wires look nice when I want them to be there. Like if I want to have a street line with power poles, right? Then yeah, sure. But there are some places in the game that I want to run power to that I don't want to see like all those ugly wires, you know? I think that Pocopia is exactly what I needed in a game that's kind of similar to Animal Crossing. Because it allows me to be creative with a much less clunky interface, right? For designing and for creating. And it's a lot more structured because it's, you know, blocks like Minecraft. But it also looks prettier than Minecraft because a lot of the objects in the game aren't just like blocks, right? You have actual Pokemon characters, and all these really nice decorations and things you can get. But not everything is a block. Right? That's one thing about Minecraft that drove me crazy. It's like everything is a block, and part of me is like, I wish there were some things that weren't blocks. So. And it's more structured because you can create homes and things like that, and environments. Quite frankly, I think this is going to be like Animal Crossing replacement for me. So I'm hoping to support the game for a while. Like, I want them to do an Easter event. And, you know, summer event, whatever, all that stuff. Christmas event, oh my gosh. Christmas and Halloween events, I'll be all over those. But we'll see, I don't know. Hopefully they do. And those events, I would be the one who would go around, because, you know, people do this in Animal Crossing, right? But I would be the one to go around in that game and actually put up Halloween stuff and then take it down, and then put up Christmas stuff and then take it down, all that stuff, you know? Because it's easy. It's very easy to do. I think I'm going to be playing that game for a while, so... And I'm working on a little museum. I know that there's a museum... Oh, sorry, spoilers. Sort of spoilers. There is a museum kind of somewhere in the game, but it's kind of huge. So I wanted to... And it's not in a place that I really like, so I wanted to create one of my own that's a smaller scale, and I think it's looking pretty good. And of course I can always expand on it, but... I'm having fun with it. But I'm also finding myself wanting to play something, like, now that I've kind of finished Requiem and I've left it behind for a little bit, like, I want another game besides Pokopia to play, and I'm not sure what game that's going to be. A part of me was thinking I would go back to Baldur's Gate 3. Even though it'll take me, like, probably a whole day to download the game again. My PlayStation 5 is unfortunately not hooked up to the router that we have, like, wired, so it takes like a whole day to download a game. You'll be playing Pokopia for a while too. Yeah, it's very casual. It's nice to just kind of play for like an hour a day, but sometimes I'll sink in a lot more than an hour. But it's nothing that you have to rush, you know? How are you liking Octopath, David? Are you still making progress in that? I liked Octopath. If you're talking about Zero, yeah. I really like that one. But you know, there is something nice about just grinding in an old 16-bit RPG like this too, with you guys. It's very comforting. Wonder what game I want to do next. Completed my replay of Resi 3 Remake. Oh, nice. I still have to get to that one. Now that I played 9, I kind of want to go back and play Resi 2 Remake with Leon, so... Oh, the first game, okay. I have 4 characters, I haven't played in a bit, so I need to go play the first game. I liked the other Octopath games, I just ran into severe challenges with the final battle, so I got frustrated. But I'm sure y'all have better strategies for dealing with the bosses, maybe, so... That was my challenge, is I had a hard time with the end bosses, I could never beat them, so... And it's frustrating to get so far and not being able to finish up the game. Hi, Ketchup, welcome in. The first one is hard. I was so worried I was not going to be able to beat Zero's boss, too. That probably would have turned me off of the series forever if I couldn't finish that one. But we did it in the end. Thank God. I should probably save my game. Seeing Ketchup has also triggered in my brain that I need to also try out Slay the Spire 2. The game has intrigued me. I'm sure Ketchup will be happy to be a Slay the Spire trigger. My friend Chicky also recommended that I play a Castlevania game that's on the NSO. I can't remember what it is exactly at the moment, but it's apparently his favorite game. His favorite Castlevania game. Can't remember the name though. It's not one I've played before. But it's on the NSO or it's on the collection or something. I think it's on the classic collection maybe. But I don't know. I haven't been really in the mood for, like, different kinds of games lately, so... I've tried very hard today, y'all, not to do any adulting, but I ended up doing some adulting. I don't think I can really escape it. So this is how adult I am. I actually ordered an accordion file online, and I received it yesterday. And it's a pretty nice one actually. It's like a leather bound, not leather bound, but it's fabric bound accordion style paper briefcase, because I have paperwork from so many different companies and it was getting so confusing. So I spent like about half an hour today getting all of that put into my little file. It was very satisfying actually. And then I got like 5 or 6 envelopes in the mail today that I had to like figure out what I had to do with them as well, from again different companies I'm working with. So I was like, okay, let's just sort this now. I'm going to go crazy. So it's all nice in my little briefcase. It's so hard going through all that paperwork, you know, it's like, it's silly things too. Like I was looking through, and a lot of the papers that I have, like, are my mom's tax forms from like the past like 5 years, which I don't need anymore, but I'm always second guessing before putting it in the trash pile, because I'm like, oh, these papers have my mom's handwriting on it, you know, she wrote on these papers. And it's so silly, but I eventually put it all in the trash pile, but I'm like, I just need to get rid of this stuff. But I have so much paper, and so much of it I didn't need to keep. I just had it just in case, but now that I'm kind of figured out everything I actually need and now I know also what I don't need, so I can finally throw away a lot of paper that I have. So much paper. Organization does feel good. I do like organizing things, and I needed to. And my goal, too, for this, it's gonna sound a little... It's not morbid, I guess, but my mom's papers were all over the place. All over the house, in different places, just not organized well. And that's just because, you know, she was sick, right? She was actually a very organized lady, but when in the past, like, 5 or 6 years, she wasn't well, so her papers ended up all over the place. So what I have now, I'm hoping... I've put all the stuff in this particular area, so if something were to happen to me, I'm hoping my husband can just go there and see everything that he needs to worry about, instead of just, you know, looking everywhere and trying to figure out where things are. I don't want to put someone else what I went through, you know. Hi Hugo, welcome in. How are you doing? I hope you're not working this weekend. We're just grinding in an old RPG right now, which is very comforting, actually. Getting stronger in preparation for the end. I'm hoping we can beat this today. No work this weekend? Nay, good. Good. They don't deserve your time anyway, Hugo. What has everyone been up to, though? I know I asked that already, but for those of you coming in... Yeah, I was sharing I was organizing my paperwork. I also cleaned my bathroom today. I cleaned my kitchen. Another thing I got delivered today was wet cloths to mop the floor with, which I didn't have. I was out of, so... My floors are clean. My floors in my bathroom are clean. I washed the couch covers on my couch and the couch blankets. I have to wash them frequently because our dog frequently claims them all for himself, so... They need to be washed every couple of weeks. You play Slay the Spire 2 with your bro? That's nice. I really do want to play more Slay. I really do want to try multiplayer Slay the Spire. I think it'll be fun. I need to patch some nail screw holes in my wall. It's not difficult. It's just a test, which is why I'm not doing it. Oh, that's very, home repairsy of you. I'm not looking forward to all of the stuff I'm gonna have to do later on. I am not, like... I've never owned my own place, right? So... I've never had to worry about fixing things. My husband's pretty good. I am not. Whenever I look at something that needs to be repaired in the house, my brain kind of freezes. I'm like, oh no. Granted, I did these pictures on the wall, but it was a very... If y'all could see me and my process in putting up the pictures, I'm sure you would have laughed at me, but... I tried my best. Butch adjacent. That's a good way to put it. Luckily, I don't have the money to own property. I would not have either Ketchup if it wasn't for my mom's like very careful and almost obsessive saving and scrounging. So, but now that she's gone, I have the lucky responsibility of managing that for a while. And I don't know how to like deal with plumbing or like leaks or broken things. Like I know there's things that need to be fixed. Cause that part I know, right? But how to do it? I'm not mask enough or butch enough for that. Like there's things I know that have to be dealt with, like the disposal in the kitchen doesn't work. There's like the hood over the stove definitely needs to be changed. The tub is like, it's old, so it probably has to be replaced. Heck, I'm not replacing a tub on my own. Someone's gonna do that for me. Like the whole bathroom kind of needs work, you know? Oh, it didn't work. Rude. There's definitely closet doors that need to be fixed because they're like really funny and falling off the tracks. There's a couple doors in the house thanks to my mom's dog. That dog, oh. He's with her, I guess, spouse is what I will call him. Now, he's living in his house, but that dog damaged so much stuff in the house. So some doors need to be fixed in the house, like replaced probably. Just like, I don't know how to do that. Come on. What do I look like? Plumbing is easy, you just need duct tape and buckets. Oh my gosh, that would be my solution, Ketchup. I felt so not butch because I was talking to my insurance guy, the one who's insuring the home, right? And he's like, well, because no one's there, he wanted me to shut off all the water valves. And I was just like, I don't even know if I know where all of those are. Oh my god, I felt so silly. Charcoal. Ugh. mood. Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. Luckily, my husband's a little bit better than I am as far as that stuff. I'm not good. I'm not good with home maintenance and repairs and stuff. I'm just like, I don't know. I can clean a house. I know how to clean and organize a house. Fix it, though? That's not me. But yeah, I mean, I guess when I think about it, it's not that much that has to be done. It's just, I can think of all the things that need to be done in my head, so it's not that long of a list, right? But it's still like, how am I gonna get this done? I have a friend whose dad is a contractor. He doesn't live here though, but if he's someone I can trust, like I'd pay for him to come down here and help with the house, because I have heard horror stories about contractors and the shoddy work that they do sometimes, so I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea. And I wouldn't be able to quality check it myself, you know what I mean? I wouldn't even know what I'm looking at. I'd be like, yeah, sure, that looks good. You did a good job. But that all has to wait, so I'm still dealing with the legal ownership part, which is a nightmare. It shouldn't be. Everything is actually really clear. We're just missing a very important document, which I think I've mentioned, but that's the stressful part. My mom had actually set up everything to be smooth, but the part that's important is missing, so that's been another headache for me. Oh, and I don't recommend talking to insurance companies ever. If it's time for them to pay you any money, it's like talking to a wall. Okay, we're almost where I want to be level-wise. I did get my mom some flowers today. The 26th was her anniversary, so... her anniversary of her passing. I can't believe it's been 3 months already. It's crazy. But I got her a bouquet that's like spring colors. It's pinks and yellows and oranges. So... And I put a little picture of her in front of the vase. It's my little tribute to her. Since we don't have a grave, right? She didn't want to be buried or anything, so we just make our own. I think I mentioned this last stream when I was looking through her emails to try and find documents, like this elusive document. I found lots of pictures of her from work that were so cute. I had no idea about some of them. I knew about some of them because she sent them to me before, but some of them I had no idea. Like pictures of her dressed up as like a Ninja Turtle with her staff. Of like a 60s like flapper girl. I think that's what it's called, right? I saw one of her dressed up as a witch. Like all these Halloween costumes. It was really nice to see those. Oh yeah, the time is going by really fast. Oh, so I don't know if I mentioned this as well. A friend was supposed to come and visit me next month, really soon in April, but he had to cancel. I had actually offered to pay for the hotel room, Turns out the hotel room's not refundable. So I'm just like, okay, now what do I do with this? And it wasn't cheap. I mean, it wasn't super expensive. Hey, Chromatic, welcome in. This game is a classic. I know, it's such a classic. I'm playing the GBA version, which I have never played before. I only played the Super Nintendo one, so... We're almost at the end, so I'm trying to grind up a few levels before we head in there. Staycation? I guess I could, but it's not like I booked a fancy place. It's one that would do the job, and it's close by to where I live, so it's not like... It's not one I would stay at normally for a staycation. So I'm kind of like, do I even want to bother? You know? I mean, I feel like I should, because otherwise it's completely money down the drain. But at the same time, I'm like, well... Hi, Will, welcome in. What is that? That is so cute. What is that emote? Is that a little dog or something wearing clovers? I can't really see. It's adorable. But yeah, Bathory, I don't know. I might, just to like escape somewhere. But like, also, it's like it's not a fancy place or anything. Oh, it's a cheapy version of the Screamer. Cute. And she changed her emotes to be St. Patrick's themed. I see. Could guess her near the end. You got her on your team. Yeah. You know, playing this, I didn't realize how early you can actually get Blue. You can get her very early, but I forgot until very recently, so. Hey Mike, welcome in. How goes the breathing of fire? It's going pretty good. We're just grinding levels for a little bit before we head into the final area. I want to finish it tonight. I don't know if we can, but we'll see. Weren't you streaming, Mike? I guess you finished. You finished early for a food break? I concur with the food break. Oh, he a big boy? Hi Jack, welcome in. How are you doing? You beat Kingdoms of the Dump and wasn't in the mood to grind and grandiose, so started Metroidvania. Ooh, which one are you playing? I'm glad you finished the Dump game. Kingdoms of the Dump, what is this? It actually looks really cool, Jack. You should look it up. You might like it. It's a pretty cool looking game that I might have to play myself, honestly. Nine Years of Shadow, very pretty indie one. Ooh. I love all the indie love y'all show in chat. Y'all show here. It makes me happy. I like indie games myself, as y'all know. So. Although we haven't really done an indie game in a while. Like the last one we did was that Creature Kitchen game, which was so cute. I love that game. That Creature Kitchen game was adorable. Am I out of Frisbees already? Shit. Linked a trailer to an indie pixel point and click I thought you would like. Oh, thank you, Mike. I'll take a look. I do like point and click games. Are you going to play the other Fire games? I will eventually. I will eventually, yes. We finished Breath of Fire 1 several years ago, so I'm finally getting to this one. And then eventually I'll play 3. Looks fun, you might buy it. Okay. Are all the enemies huge in this game? No, I'm in a special place, Jack, where I'm grinding for levels. The enemies here just happen to all be very big. This island is like experienced grindy place. I want to get Blue to level 47 and then we'll move on. She's almost there. It's just a couple more levels. And then we'll head into the final area. My partner loves Breath of Fire 3 and yet he's never beaten it? Wait. He loves it but he's never beaten it? Really? Big. Very big. I bought Breath of Fire 3 recently. Ooh, Breath of Fire 3 is a good one. I really like Breath of Fire 3. Breath of Fire 3 is so good. I've done 3 in Dragon Quarter. 2, I got lost in the last part, so never finished it. I'm afraid of getting lost too in the last part. The first game also had a very sprawling last dungeon, so we'll see how it goes today. I still also have to play Dragon Quarter. I've never played Dragon Quarter. I've never played 4. I heard 4 is good too, so... You played it as a kid, just never beat it? Oh, he should go and beat it. I've heard 4 is really good too. I've also heard 4 is a little dark, storyline wise, but you know, I don't mind a dark storyline. As you know, I play lots of horror games, so most horror games are pretty dark. You tried. One day. Oh, crap. 4 years of pestering him to finally beat 12, which he also loves but never beat. Oh. Does he not play that many games? Well, I don't remember what you said. You want to play more of the Wild Arms games too? That is sadly a series I have very little experience with. You can't hold anymore. What are you talking about? Oh my gosh. So much crap. Dragon Quarter is unique, not many like it, but I find it okay. I wouldn't mind trying that one too. Plays a decent amount, but he's not much of a completionist. If he loses interest, I see. I mean, that's fine. They have a sort of sci-fi western vibe? That's interesting. Sci-fi western vibe. Wild Arms is fun as well. I want to try it too. Stop midway on one that I need to restart. You know, I don't know when I'm going to find time to play all these games though, y'all. I try. I don't always succeed. He likes to watch me play games more than play himself. Oh, that's cute though. Your memory card got corrupted? Oh no, that's the worst. I think that happened to me once growing up as well, and I lost all my save data for stuff. I was so sad. And back then it was a lot easier to have that happen to one of your memory cards, or you could just lose it. It's very easy to lose one of those memory cards as well. I remember how they all came in like different colors. That was nice. Playing the classics. Where do we have time, right? Where do we have time? My time has all been sucked up by Pokopia lately, so... Pokokopia. And Resident Evil. So, but Resident Evil's done for now. I'm planning to probably go back and play it again, but you know. Had to factory reset it that I lost my save. Oh no! Losing saves is so shitty. I hate that. That happened to my first time playing Mother 1 right near the end. No! Jeez, Mother 1... Would you guys recommend me playing Mother 1? I've played Mother 2 and 3, so... Is 1 worth going back to? Having played 2 and 3? I lost the term paper, but you were more mad about Mother. I'd be more mad about Mother too. I'm like, whatever about the term paper. It's fine. It's alright. It's good, but play with the GBA easy patch. Okay. That sounds good. Happened with your Mario RPG cart? Oh no, not the cart itself. That's terrible. Very old school RPG, still kind of has that charm. Okay. With me with Legend of Dragoon. Loved it as a kid, but I never finished it. That's another game that I have to finish on stream eventually, Jack, or J-Bo's going to be upset with me. The GBA retranslation is so much better. Okay, good to know. Hey, new, welcome in. How you doing today? 202 treasures, my goodness. Have I streamed that many times since I started the treasure hunt thing? Dear lord. Actually, I think 104 has more, so... How are you doing, new? Welcome in. The easy patch built into the retranslation brings experience, encounter rate, and money to Earthbound levels? Oh, that's cool. Dragoon is another game I never finished. I have had struggles with that game on stream 2 times. Both times we had to stop the series and move on to something else for one reason or another. Thank you, Jack, for checking in. It's been mostly a chill day today. That's good, new. As a kid, I didn't really finish them. I finished Legend of Dragoon once as a kid, and I've never finished it again, apparently, so... I do want to eventually bring it back to stream. It's a long commitment, though. Like, it'll probably be the longest game we played on here next to, like, Chrono Cross. Chrono Cross was long, too. Chrono Cross was, like, 12 streams. So, it was a lot. You're playing the DLC for Sea of Stars? Nice. Dragoon is one game your partner finished. Oh, that's good. He wants me to play it too. I recommend it. You got up to disc 4 and then stopped. Oh, you got to the end too, close to the end. Hi Evan, welcome in. It's weird Chrono Cross is so long. Yeah, Chrono Trigger is fairly short. I think that's why I like Chrono Trigger as well, because it's nice and short. And that's why I like streaming Chrono Trigger too, because we can get through it in like, you know, only a few streams. I wanted to go back to Chrono Cross and finish it. I like Chrono Cross. It's fun. Chrono Cross, yeah, but oh my gosh, that took so long to finish on stream. Not as long as our Stardew Valley series, obviously. That's been the longest one ever, but... Chrono Cross was pretty long. Chrono Cross does have a lot to do, it really does. There's a lot to do in Chrono Cross. You haven't started it yet? It's fun. I like it. I don't think I'd ever stream it again. It's too long, but... And the branching paths, yeah, the branching paths. It is kind of cool that you... Well, I don't know if it's cool. I like, though, the fact that you can't really get everything in one run of the game. You have to play it multiple times to get everything, so... Okay, well, the positive thing about all this grinding is my other characters are really high level, like in their 50s already. So that should make this a little easier. I wonder if they're ever going to do anything with Chrono Trigger. Like a remaster or even a port to something modern. Yeah, it's on Steam though, right? There's a Steam version of it. But it's never like showed up on NSO or on any of the game services out there. You're still waiting for the remaster. I feel like one day they might remaster it, you know? Like, I wasn't expecting a lot of the remasters we've gotten. So we might still get a Chrono Trigger remaster. They keep porting a port of a port of a port of a port. Yeah, right. That's all we get for Chrono Trigger. Even if it just showed up on NSO, that would be cool. You know, something. Oh, speaking of, did y'all hear those supposed Nintendo rumors about a Star Fox game? None for Mother, right? None for Mother. We did? Yeah, I saw about it on there and I'm just like, oh. Mother fans stay sad, yeah. Mother fans don't get nothing. Mother fans don't even get Mother 3 officially, so. I don't think we're ever gonna get anything else. That's because Itoi is like, nah, yeah, Itoi doesn't want to do any of that, so. They should make another Star Fox Adventures, but put him in the bikini this time? Oh my gosh. You'd buy that? Or at least make it an option, right? An alternate costume. Although I have to say the image they showed of him recently for the movie looked pretty good. It's cool the new Tomodachi Life allows your Miis to be gay. That's great though. The furries on my timeline also agree and have taken it further. I am not surprised. The furries work quickly. Furries work very quickly. And wear whatever gender clothes. That's good though. That's finally a little step forward for Nintendo. Nintendo does not have a good history of queer representation, so it's nice to see that. Finally, you can smooch Barrett. I made a me of me, and Geralt from Witcher 3 in the demo. They will fall in love. Oh my gosh. You know, okay, don't hate me for this, y'all. But I think the reason I never got into Tomodachi Life is because I don't really care for the way that Mii characters look. Like, I never really did. I can see their appeal, but for me personally, I just don't kind of like them as a whole. So I've never really found them appealing. What about Lonk? Lonk and Sorrel. My gosh. Lonk. They can be customized a lot more. Oh, that's good. That's good they can be customized. They're simple, but I like the charm. No, that's good. I'm glad y'all like it. I'm just... Yeah, for me, they've never appealed, so... Never got into it either. Yeah, I didn't understand it, so, personally, the appeal. But I'm happy that y'all like it. That's good. I'm playing Breath of the Wild as Lonk right now. God. Not Lonk. Some people are doing wild stuff with the Miitopia. I bet. I like Mii's, but I get it. Extremely detailed, but it's funny because it's only forward-facing, so behind the highly detailed mask is just a Mii head. Oh. I might want to see some of those. That sounds kind of cool, actually. Always leave it up to people to come up with crazy things. Okay, I want a few more of these Ys. Blech. Whatever that stands for. So much tuna. I think that's another reason I like Pokopia, because I want to see... I haven't had a chance to do this yet, but I want to see more what everyone else is doing in the game. Like, I personally haven't seen too many people posting, like, in my feeds, like, what they've been doing, working on in the game. So... I'd like to see more of what everyone's doing and making in their towns, you know? Because it's a game where you can essentially create anything, so I'm just very curious. You have FOMO for Pokopia? It is fun. I enjoy it. It's a cute little creative game. And once you get past, like, the story, there's, like, so much more that opens up for you, which is wild, as far as creativity. Charcoal. Fucking hell. Stop burning my shit, bitches. How dare you? I've been playing Pokopia and we'll share some pics on the Discord. Oh yes, please. I'm very curious just to see what everyone's doing. I posted some in the Nintendo channel. Thank you, Will. I heard a lot of people cried at the ending. Oh, yes. If you didn't see me unexpectedly hit the end credits on stream, I did cry a little. It's very cute. It's so sweet. It's very sweet. But yeah, once credits roll, there's still so much to do. There's like so much to do. And I want to talk with y'all like endgame stuff. If you all have gotten past the credits and are working on like getting everything, I'd love to hear some of your like tips and tricks on some things, because I feel like I'm still missing a lot. But I'm going to take a look at all your creations after this. I want to see. I'll let you know when I get my Switch in whatever amount of days. Okay. Sounds good. Because I'm sure with a game like that, where you can basically create anything, I'm sure people are creating some wild things. Like, I'm not super creative when it comes to building towns and stuff. I kind of just go off the cuff with whatever I think is going to look nice. And if you look at... I'll stream Pokopia again at some point, for sure. Just to kind of show off what I've been doing and what I'm working on. But for me, when I play those kinds of games, I kind of just... Like, I look at my space, and then I just think, okay, I want to do this, and then I just go for it. So a lot of my towns kind of look... What is the word? I wouldn't say... They're not messy. They're not messy. It's more like everything kind of just looks different, because depending on the day and how I'm feeling on that day, I could build a certain type of building, and then on another day I'll be like, well, I want to build this kind of building. So it's not very consistent. Like, some of my towns, and my poor, like, Skylands town is just a mess. Like, I haven't really done anything with that yet, so... Just like, whatever. I'll work on it eventually. My times are a mess because I've been playing long enough. That's fine. Everything is a mess in the beginning. I've seen people build clubs like a huge mushroom. I know, right? You know, a club is actually a good idea. Clay has some cool stuff? I bet. If I can get a basic ass house, I'm happy. I know, me too. When I can just make a roof on the house that looks nice enough, I'm happy. You just unlocked the Skylands? Nice. The Skylands is fun. One, he told me his friend's idea of having Pokemon live in all the rooms on the ship. That's what I'm doing. People are gonna have their Pokemon snort cocaine in the clubs. Oh my god. I can imagine some of the Pokemon snorting cocaine, actually. Level 47. Okay, we made it. Okay, we made it. We can move on. I have so much money now. I gotta clean up my inventory, though. Lickitung is on something. Lickitung is on something for sure. Honestly, Ditto looks like he's on something, too. Alright, let's see. I don't need all these things for the final dungeon. I want to make sure my inventory is kind of free, so I can pick stuff up. They're doing that X special attack at the club. Starting that X special. Oh my god. That's hilarious. Okay. Thank y'all for bearing with me for like an hour of grinding. Hopefully that helps us be prepared for this. They're so high, they sing missing number? Oh my god. That's hilarious. They're so high, they're finding Mew under the truck. Hello, anybody home? And you know, this is something we haven't done in a while too, but I want to have like an indie horror night too, again, like where we actually play multiple indie horror games. I mean, we did play Creature Kitchen, but that did not end up being a horror game. It was so cute. It actually made me cry a little at the end. It's so cute. There's some on my list that I still want to bring to the stream, so eventually. Nobody's here. Did any of you actually run into Missing Number back in the day? Did you all try and do the glitch and get him? I think most us Pokemon kids did. The mayor of this village, please enjoy your stay. You're a liar. You did? Absolutely. It's so cool. You've done so much glitch stuff in Gen 1? That's awesome, Ketchup. You do the missing number glitch all the time. That's amazing. Had a level 254, whatever. Nidoking? Oh my god. That's wild. Just the other day, my Ditto forgot how to transform and can't attack anymore. Oh, oh no. Your poor Ditto. The priest says the dragon should be killed, so I'm setting a bomb. Oh. Bombs away. Ditto decided, fuck this, I'm a pacifist. I guess so. He doesn't want to fight no more. They say the only way to get the forest back is to kill that dragon. I remember someone warned me to stay away from here. Who was it? We're setting a bomb to kill the dragon. It's very dangerous, so please step back. The bomb has been set. It's going to blow. Look out. That was such a pathetic little explosion. Oh, you guys deserve that. I really just like how they just forget in this game. It is kind of interesting. But it was a demon. Yeah, y'all deserve that. What is happening? Exclamation point. Have we awakened something very frightening? This localization is so funny. I think we have made a terrible mistake. The dragon was not absorbing the life of the forest. It was someone behind the dragon. I didn't realize it. I have destroyed the god which protects the village. The demon seems to have appeared from the dragon's hand. Is the dragon dead? If so, will the demon reappear? What shall we do? You guys done goofed up. I have heard there's a person who is very knowledgeable about this dragon. As I recall, her name was Patty, and she travels around the world stealing. Do you know Patty? Then it should be easy. Please bring Patty. She knows all about the dragon in detail. Okay. I think I know where she is, thankfully. Wait, I can't, like, go in there now, can I? Oh, I can. I am the Devil Shaman. Thank you for finding me. I will try my best to unite with you. If you would like to unite with me, please come to Granny's. Okay. Yay. That's the last shaman. Okay. I do like that this game you can run. You could not run in the original Super Nintendo game. You had to just kind of mosey along. Okay, and now that we have Shin, I'm pretty sure we can, hold on. I'm pretty sure we can get something for our party member. Yeah, Sunny and Shin. Oh, goddammit. Okay. Sunny? No. Sunny and Shin, I think. Yes, dog, what's up? Oh, there he is. He's transformed. He's got a big head now. I do like the whole shaman thing in this game. It was pretty cool for a game that's this old, you know? Alright, let's go to... I think she's over here? I think? Tiny little house. Heidi left again. She said she was hungry. Do you think she went to a restaurant? Oh. Probably. Oh, I can't look from here. Yeah, because there's only one restaurant in this entire world, apparently, which is wild. He looks so intimidating now. Jeez. Hello, kitty cats. Heidi ate her meal at this restaurant. She said she was going to challenge that grave one more time. Oh. Ah, just running us around the world. Oh, how do I get there easily? High Fort? I think. Birds. So, you know what I mentioned, my friend canceling his trip in April. I'm still keeping the time off, I think, though. Just so I can have like a week off in the middle, like in a off time of year where there's normally no time off. I'm just gonna keep it so I can relax, hopefully, and just do nothing. I have more than enough time off anyways. I need like... I keep thinking like I need a break from all the adulting I'm doing, but it's hard to get a break for me for that kind of stuff, you know? You can't just let it sit. She heard about a new town called Hometown in the south and went there to steal. She's very conscientious about her work. Okay. Y'all just moving all around everywhere. You could always need more time off, you know, yeah. I just need time off in general. I'm so tired, y'all. I'm so tired. I think they meant township, actually. I think that's a translation error. I feel you. Sounds like a good reason. I know, I want to keep the time off. I wanna, if I keep the time off, I think what I want to do, because like this week again, I did like so many things. But I want to make sure during that week, I don't like do anything with insurance companies, with banks, with property managements. I'm just like, I just want to rest, you know? I don't want to do all the stuff. Wait, I think, is this where I'm supposed to be? Hang on, y'all. I'm just using a guide for this part of the game because it's annoying and I don't want to like have to guess where I'm supposed to go. It adds really no value to the story, so... Let me just look at this one real quick. I like this particular guide. Because, yeah, I don't want to just be bouncing around everywhere and just guessing. Let's see. Uh-huh. Gate. Oh, she's like randomly inside the house. Okay, that's great. Great. You're looking for Cat? No, we're looking for Patty, the little thief bat girl. They're looking for Patty for the quadrillionth time. Yeah, exactly. I don't understand why the game makes you kind of do this, because it's not like you gain any additional lore doing all this stuff. You know, it's just kind of like... You know. Oh, excuse me. I'm just passing through. Uh-huh. What? You broke the dragon seal? And gate? You can't do that. No, you cannot do that. I forbid it. Well, it's already happened. Thank you for telling me about the dragon. I must hurry. And how was I supposed to know she'd be in this particular room? I don't know. I guess the game wanted me to search through every single thing. And you took my party away. Okay. All that just to go back to where we started, which is a wild game design decision, but... I guess I'll save her again, sure. Oh, the music is very sinister now. Patty came, but she just stands there facing the dragon. It looks weak, but it's still alive. Poor thing, it's so badly wounded. I'm sorry. We thought this dragon was the demon. You have nothing to fear. The dragon is on our side. Uh-huh. Don't come close, humans. Was that the dragon? Did the dragon talk into my heart? Leave this place immediately. I am the dragon protecting this seal with very bright red font. My strength is weakened. The demons may break past me. You must escape before it happens. You just said seal. What is sealed behind those doors? I don't know what it is. There's no doubt that it is a demon. I like how she said, I don't know, and then she's like, oh no, there's no doubt it's a demon. Okay. What are you actually saying? As the dragon says, we should leave immediately. Something wrong, Father Hulk? Mwahahaha. You don't know what is sealed there? Then I shall tell you. Those doors lead to the road to our god, our Saint Eva. This is fine. You destroyed the grand church, but you cannot stop the rebirth of God. It was worth acting like a preacher in this little village. Habaruku. What a name. It's still like a very Japanese name. It was a lot of work acting as the founder of St. Eva and a priest of Gate. Your father's home was quite comfortable. Ha 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 ha. Uh-huh. It won't do any good to get mad, do you? Once the doors open, this world will belong to our god. And Patty, you are the key to the road of our god. I don't intend to support an impostor of God. Cooperation? You really don't understand anything. Grr. We don't need support to open these gates. What we need is for Patty to die. These disgusting gates were locked when the Dragon Clan trapped our god. There's only one key to open these gates. It's the life of a Dragon Clansman. We failed to kill the dragon, so Dio or Patty must be killed. But Dio looks so strong, it would be easier to kill Patty. Wow. Such shade. Now shall we open the gate? Patty, please die for our god. No, no, save me. I want my big brother. Oh. Are you going to get in my way? You don't have the power to fight. I will not let you touch her. Oh. How dare you stand in my way? I will protect this seal. All of you run quickly. No. Why are you going to stand in my way too? So be it, I'll kill you first. Oh, you're so weird. Okay, let's start off with this. Oh, they switched my team around. He's gonna go last, right? So we'll do that first. You bitch. Don't steal my AP. Yeah. Do it again. Hey, bitch. Oh, you didn't push up much of a fight, did you? Grr. I cannot compete. But this doesn't mean that our god's rebirth has been stopped. Uh-huh. I can't open the gates now, but the power of our god has no limits. It will add more power and the day will come when we tear open these gates. And when that time comes, the entire world will bow in front of our god. No one will be able to stop it. Ha 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 ha. Evil laugh inserted. He's controlled by the demon. He lied to the believers. And he tried to awaken the demon with the strength of those hearts. You all did a great job. St. Eva and its founders are gone. They can no longer send power to the demon, but... as the founder said, the demon will eventually gain strength, and it will break through these gates. We have no way of knowing if that will be 100 years later or tomorrow. Then again, the demon may never awaken again. That's unlikely. In any event, for now, the demon cannot awaken. As long as I have the strength, I will continue to protect this gate. If it's going to be 100 years from now, we have nothing to worry about. But we can't say that, right? The demon. Let's kill him. Pow. Okay, Muscle Man. You're the one who must decide what to do with the demon. Let's get him now. Do you wait for the demon to awaken, or do you open these gates from this side and defeat the demon? There is only one person who can make that decision. That is the destined child. You. The destined child. Of course it's Destiny. Now, do you, my destined child, please decide. If you are going to wait... Destiny's child. Wrong child. I will continue to keep the demon from awakening. If you're going after the demon, I'll open these gates. We're going to kick his ass. Is that your decision? The world and all its people will be in your hands. Do you accept that? Yes. I understand, my destined child. My Destiny's child. Okay, are you gonna let me leave though and come back, because you split my character up. You made them normal again. That was a crunchy sound. I'm sure that was due to the GBA compression. Crunchy, crunchy. My destined child. The road you have chosen is very dangerous, but I believe it is the correct one. I believe that you will carry through this difficult task magnificently. I believe in you. From this day forward, no matter what should happen, never forget that your choice was the right choice. So interestingly, if you choose the other option, you can actually get an ending here. It's not a good one. Goodbye to you. I'm glad I was able to protect you. She intends to die and open the gates. Goodbye, my dear. Okay, wait, can I, yes. I need to go because you destroyed my team composition. Okay, here we go. Back to Township. I think it'll help to have shaman bonding here, but it'll also be easy to lose the bonding because of all the death magic that gets slung around in the last place. Speaking of, I should also buy more life magic. Or life reviving items. Yep, let's redo everything that the game just undid. Okay, that makes him very tanky, and then we'll get our machine dog back. When I was a kid, I remember experimenting with the shamans, like, a bunch, and finding all the different transformations that the characters could change into. It was really fun. I still remember the guide that I had to for this game. It was a big, like, blue and red guide, I think. I miss the good old days of gaming sometimes, y'all. Simpler times. I miss game guides too. Like, I know you can get information now online just basically anywhere about anything, but I miss like the printed, and a lot of the guides that I had, depending on the author, right? They were kind of written in different ways. Some of them are written like little storybooks, you know, some of them are written like, some of them had lots of little flavor texts and stuff that they talk about the game and everything. It's really cool. Some of the guides were really fun. Like one guide that I had, and I always talk about this and I'll never find it again, but it was a Final Fantasy VI guide. It was written like, almost like it was telling a story, right? The story of the game, but it also give you tips on like what to be doing and all that stuff in different parts of the game. And it was thick. It was a thick boy. It had a black cover. It was just Mog on the cover, I believe. The whole thing was in black and white, but I just thought it was so cool because the way that it was written, it was like you're reading a story, but there were inserts about what stuff you can find, the boss stats and all that, and everything was really neat. I can't find that guide anywhere anymore. I tried to look for it online to see if it exists in some form, but I don't even remember who published it, so you only had two because I was a poor boy. I was lucky to have a mom who bought me things, so I had guides for a lot of my games that sadly kind of fell apart. My Final Fantasy... Oh, so the games that I played a lot, my guides just got destroyed. My Link to the Past guide was destroyed. My Final Fantasy VIII guide was destroyed. What other guides that had? My Tactics guide was absolutely destroyed because I was always flipping through them, right? And the spines would like come off, so all the pages were like loose. But I loved the guides, you know? Nowadays we have world books like the Final Fantasy Ultimate Minis, yeah. And I think that makes more sense because it gives you access to content that maybe you don't have access to, because now you can just go to YouTube and get a guide for basically anything these days, or just look up a long play of a game to see what to do for something, right? Information is so readily available. But back then, it wasn't, right? The internet was still very basic. Lots of times you were using like game FAQs guides, which weren't always the easiest to navigate, so... you know. I have a Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Minish Cap guidebooks that are totally destroyed. Oh my gosh. And you still have them? That's cute. Oh, shit, my team is not arranged properly. Moving like 10 times in my life, you slim down your possessions. That's wild. So that was my husband's experience growing up. He and his family moved tons of times growing up. Because for him, you know, it was basically like, you know, wherever the rent was cheaper, you know, their family had to move, right? They couldn't afford the rent, or if the rent was raised, they would have to move. I was really, again, I'm gonna put it out there, I was very lucky that I didn't have to do that, because my mom purchased her home, you know, before I was even born, so, or shortly after I was born, maybe. So I never moved, right? We were able to accumulate things. I have almost all my guidebooks still. Oh my gosh. I love that though. A lot of my guides I threw away when I moved out of my mom's house, so sadly a lot of them are gone. But you know. Oh, I hope I don't need Sten here. My dad was military, then after he retired from the military, he was a priest, so he went to school. Then we moved to new churches. Dang. So always moving around then. Lived in the same house most of my life. My parents sold their house a few years ago. Oh, that's... See, I think some people just didn't have that kind of stability, right, growing up. So I was very lucky to have that stable one home for my entire childhood. After I moved out, that's when I moved more. I think I moved like 3 or 4 times after that, but... Longest I lived in the same place is here. Wow. Well, I've been in the same place for a long time now, so the place that we rent, we've been here like maybe 10 or 11 years at this point. So this one has been a long stay. Before that, it was SC for 5 years. Ah. Unfortunately, when you stay in one place for a long time like we have here, you tend to accumulate things. So we have quite a few things in the house now, so it'll be kind of wild when we eventually move again. My partner has lived in this house 32 years of his life. Wow, that's crazy. 32 years is a long time to live in one place. Been at my current place for almost 3 years and I've gotten so much. Yeah, I mean, you just tend to fill up your space, right? So I kind of get it. It's just what happens, right? Your parents had their house for almost 35 years. Wow. Yeah, my mom's place too, she actually lived there a long time, so she bought it, you know, right around when I was born, and I'm 42 years old, so she lived in her house about, like, yeah, that long at least. 42 years. Oh, prevents abnormal status. Oh. That's good. Grandma still has her house. She's had that for almost 40. Oh, wow. That's nice, David. It sounds like your family has some property. That's cool. My mother stubbornly remains in my childhood house, which is too big for her to maintain. Oh. That does get hard, you know, as they start getting older. At least my mom's house is only a townhouse, so it's not like it's a huge house that's full of stuff, you know. She actually didn't accumulate much. My mom was kind of a minimalist, so her house, good for me now, you know, now trying to clean it out. There's not like an overwhelming amount of things I have to deal with in the home, so that's good. My grandpa built his house and died there, but no one had the money to keep it. Aw. It is hard. Yeah, it is. Maintaining a house is also expensive. And if the mortgage is not paid off yet, you know, that makes it hard too, right? So luckily for me, my mom's mortgage is paid off, so the property is free of the bank. Well, not yet. I'm still working on one thing, but houses are a ton of work. Hi, Harry. Welcome in. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to taking care of this one that I have inherited, so I hope you're doing well, Harry. Oh, no. Okay. Frickin' death spells, I swear. That house was weird? If he made the walls out of lead, but you couldn't get phone service anywhere? Oh my gosh. A shiny hat. Of course Rand can't wear anything. Ooh. That would be wild, Will, if the walls are made out of lead. God. Yeah, my mom bought the townhouse that she had when it was brand new, so. But of course, that was 40 plus years ago. He was so stubbornly anti-modernizing his house. It was so weird to see the realtor pics that they completely revamped it and gave it the landlord white paint special. Oh my gosh. He had the old phone service where you shared with your neighborhood. AT&T had to beg him to cancel his plan. Oh, oh my god. That's wild. Luckily, I haven't found any weird quirks for my mom's place, so except for the missing trust document, which is what's causing me the most stress. But other than that, she didn't do anything too odd with the place, so. I don't think I'll have any weird surprises like that, at least. The encounter rate in here is wild, y'all. This is like old school RPG, high encounter rate, final dungeon. Yeah, I take like 3 steps in this another fight. Lord. My dog is wandering around. What you doing, dude? Why are you restless? Normally when I'm streaming, he's just crashed out on the couch, but it looks like he's looking for crumbs on the ground. Oh, there's a chest over there. Oh, do I want to go get it? To wade through all these encounters. In my house now, I'm like, I want less lawn and more house, but everything else is perfect. Oh, that's good, Evan. Like, so a lot of people have been telling me, because we have, you know, I have my mom's place now. They're like, why don't you just go live there? And a part of me is like, yeah, of course it would save us the rent we're paying now, but my hope is to eventually turn it around so my husband and I can get a house that we want, you know? That house was my mom's, and, you know, she put it to good use, and we grew up, you know, I grew up there, but I don't have any particular desire to live there in that area, so, you know, my hope is one day to turn the property around and use the proceeds from that to actually get a house that we want, you know? If I can, you know, it's like, I'm sure my mom would want me to do what's gonna make me the most happy, so... and I talked to her about that possibility too, while she was still alive, so... I don't think she had any desire for me to hang on to it once she's gone, right? So... But hello, I don't even know if I can do it because I told you guys, I cried when my mom's car had to go in for repairs the other week. And that was just the car going in for repairs. You know? Having to let that car go one day, I'm gonna be so sad probably. I'm very sentimental about stuff, so... And it's such an old car, we need to get a new car. You know, it's so old, it's a 2004. We just had to get the starter fixed. Which cost me like, you know... was a couple $100, I think. It's like, you know, this car over the years has cost so much money. There was one repair we did that was like $2,500 on the car, and I nearly died from that. I was like, Jesus. My poor bank account was so mad back then. But, you know, the car since then has been running really well, despite how old it is. And I mean, the older cars, I think, tend to be built better anyway. So, but it is sold. Oh shit. Please don't use death. Okay, good. My mom and all her siblings were cleaning up his house and it was all very emotional. Yeah, every time I go to her house too, I get like emotional. Because her hospital bed is still there. You know, it's going to her hospice nurse. She really liked him. Like every time he came over to her house, she would slip him a tip, you know, and like so he could go buy lunch. She really liked him. So I told him, you know, because the bed ended up being something that the hospice didn't take back. So I told him, because his wife has her own nursing home. So I told him, you know, my mom would probably be very happy if I gave you, you know, her bed and some of her equipment that the hospice didn't take back. So I'm just kind of holding it there for him, but every time I go there and see the bed empty, you know, it's so sad because she was in that bed for years, you know, when she was sick. So I think even just getting rid of that bed is going to make me cry. But, you know, gotta do what I gotta do. But I'm tired of doing it right now. I kind of just want to relax. Like, the house, you know, we're having some legal issues. It is under her trust, which is good, which means it's not going nowhere. The ownership is clearly in the trust. But, and again, if y'all need any advice about these kinds of things, let me know. But we don't have the current trust document that shows that I'm the beneficiary of the trust. So getting the name... my name on the house deed is going to be a pain in the butt. So, even though I'm the trustee. My advice is don't lose the trust document. It's one thing I'm so surprised about because my mom was super organized. She had everything really well planned, but for some reason that never came up. And then when she was gone, it was like, crap. No one knew where it was, no one could find it. It wasn't in her computer, it wasn't in her mail, it wasn't in anything. So it's like, dang it, Mom. I wish we had have talked about this, you know? And the frustrating part is, like, it's very clear that I'm the sole beneficiary, the sole trustee, but without that amended trust she did in 2018, it's like, there's no actual legal document that shows I'm the beneficiary of the property. So luckily her bank hasn't been giving me problems about that, but the property is going to give me problems. So I'm just like, oh, okay. Just take my time though. I'm trying not to stress out too much about it. I think the solution is going to be, I'm going to look through her house one more time and see if we can find it somewhere possibly, but we looked through all the places she normally kept her documents, so I don't think it's there. You know, we looked in her safe deposit box, we looked through her emails, through all of her document folders, her work bag, all that stuff. Nothing. So the solution, if we don't find it, is going to be having me hire a trial lawyer and go to court. Or litigation attorney, I guess is the word that my attorney said I would have to hire. Which is going to cost like 10 grand probably. 10 grand plus for me to do this. I'm just like, okay. Jesus. Just to get a document restated that clearly shows me as the beneficiary. It's going to give people a chance to contest it, right? I don't think anyone's going to contest it. So I'm just kind of like, I hate that I have to pay all this money for like a formality. It's so annoying. It's just a formality to get like the paperwork updated. It's like, really? This is so dumb. Yeah, and I'm the only child. You know, she has no other beneficiaries or trustees named on her documents. She wasn't married. So it's like, no one's gonna challenge it either. So it feels like such a pointless venture to take it to court. But, you know, whatever. Just another thing I have to worry about, yo. This is like an infinitely descending dungeon. What in the world? You would think if it wasn't named, the child would get it. Yeah, you would think. I think by default, you know, they would name me anyway because I'm the only heir, really. But there's a legal process that has to be followed for that, apparently. So, like, okay. I guess. It's because of the trust. It's because the property is in trust right now. That's the problem. The trust owns the property. And that's not me. I'm not the trust. So if she had just named me as the beneficiary on the home, then that wouldn't have been a problem. But she put it in trust because there were other assets she wanted to include in the trust. So that's the problem, right? It's not that I'm not a clear beneficiary or heir. It's just because the property is owned by the trust. So that's the big problem, unfortunately. Like the trust, the name of the trust is the owner and the deed of the home. So that's the problem. If that wasn't the case, it would have been easier. I'm learning all this stuff as I go too, y'all. This is all stuff I didn't know about. I'm like, I couldn't speak intelligently about trust like even 5 years ago. Now I know more about trust than I care to know. More than I ever wanted to know. It's all just legal mumbo jumbo to me, but I understand it better now. I don't trust them. Thank you, Ketchup. Thank you for the levity in this heavy topic. Oh, you're a big boy. Are you gonna be scary? I'm gonna cure just in case he has some scary like mass attack like that one. Oh, it's not that strong though. But yeah, I've learned so many adult things, and not fun adult things, but adult things over the past, like I'd say 6 or 7 years, that I never wanted to know, honestly, but I learned. And that's why if y'all ever see me posting on social media about all the adulting I'm doing, this is all this kind of stuff, and I'm just like, oh my god. And okay, this is just me though. Like maybe this is something you guys can teach me. But I am trying to find a better way to like disconnect from all this stuff. And I don't think I can, I don't think I can disconnect to the point where some of y'all do. Like, I know some of you guys can just turn off all your phone notifications and literally just ignore your phone all the time, which I don't know how y'all do it because I have so much stuff that I have to keep track of that comes in on my phone. You know, so I'm like, I can't do that as much as I'd want to. But maybe what I have to do is, I don't know. Like, I want to be more disconnected from my phone. Like, and it's not, I'm not one of those people who like doom scrolls on social media. I rarely scroll on social media on my phone. My phone is mostly just YouTube machine for me, basically. I watch YouTube videos on it. Or, you know, keeping in touch with people. Texts, phone calls, Discord, stuff like that. But I've always been very... And most of you know, if like you're in my personal circle, you're gonna get texts from me all the time. And I don't know if this irritates people, but... Whenever somebody comes to mind for me, like a friend or a connection of mine, I'll text them. Like, I'll be like, hey, just, you know, what's going on? Just want to say hi, thinking about you. So... So my phone to me is like, I don't tend to use it and I don't get stuck like doom scrolling or watching YouTube. Oh god, I could not end up watching like YouTube Reels or Vines or whatever everyone used to watch. I cannot handle that. So I don't use it for that, but like I'm always trying to keep my phone around in case like an insurance company calls or my mom's property manager calls, or you know, it's less stressful now because when my mom was around, of course, she was very sick, so I had to be constantly 24/7 available. My phone had to be on, had to be ready to a dragon. I had to be ready to respond to anything at any time, right? But now it's like, well, I don't really have to do that. But I don't know. I guess what I'm saying is I want healthier phone habits for me. Even though I feel like there's some things that I can't just ignore, so I don't know what you guys do for your phone habits. Okay, this is a wild encounter rate, y'all. Holy cow. Maybe we're not going to finish this game tonight. Just getting through this part of the dungeon is taking forever. I'm the opposite, too much doom scrolling and rarely think to just call or text anyone out of the blue. Yeah, I don't know, doom scrolling, I just don't do it because I don't find it particularly helpful or engaging. So I'm rarely on social media, like, ooh. Most of the time I'm on my phone, I'm like watching YouTube and stuff or texting people. Which leads to me feeling isolated because then no one texts me either. Yeah, I feel like for me too, I don't feel like a lot of people initiate texts with me, for the most part. But I think it's because I'm always initiating texts with everybody else, it just feels like I'm always the one reaching out. But I'm just that kind of person, right? And I'm sorry if I don't text all of you all the time. I do tend to keep that to a small subset of people because if not, I would go insane. I try to do that only with certain folks that I'm closer to. Like, really close to. But I'm just one of those people, like, if I have a thought about you or a thought that I want to share with you, I'll just text you and be like... Or like my friends, my closer friends know. Like, whenever I'm thinking about a stream thing, I'm gonna text them and ask them, are you free? Are you free? Are you free? Do you want to do this with me? You know, kind of thing. I don't know, I hope I'm not coming across as obnoxious, but... That's just how I am, like if I think about you, I'm gonna text you. Usually, or, you know, contact you in some way. I'm trying to bring an e-reader around so I doom scroll less, that's a good idea. I kind of want to have a e-reader as well, but... Yeah, doom scrolling is not... I just don't do it. But I understand why people do it, though, sometimes, just to get, like... Actually, no, I don't know why people do it. Because, like, for me, my social media is so limited the way I use it. Like, I don't use Instagram, I don't use anything, basically, except BlueSky, and... CB Blackwell! Hi, welcome in! And when I use BlueSky, it's very... like... I don't do much on it, I just go on there, I have a very... thank you, David, for shouting out CB. I have a very limited, like, list of people I look at, and I just kind of look at that update and that's it, I'm done. I close it, so... CB, thank you for the raid. How was Kingdom Hearts 3? How are you doing this evening? Thank you so much for bringing your friends over here. Hello, raiders. Just hello. Hi, Snowy. Welcome in. Kingdom Hearts 3 was fun. Just been doing post-game stuff. Oh, nice. Nice. How's for your RPG? We're getting close to the end, hopefully. I was hoping we could finish it tonight, but this dungeon is taking quite a while, so I don't know if we're gonna get there. Playing StarCraft 2 and FF14. Nice. Well, if you came in with CB's raid and you have not been here before, I'm Fox, a gay variety streamer. We are finishing up the GBA version of Breath of Fire 2 tonight. Well, hopefully. We might not actually get to the end tonight because this is taking a while. But welcome in. I hope you enjoy your stay here. If you have to go do some self-care after your raid or after the stream, please go do so. Totally understandable if it's your bedtime, but if not, I will be here for maybe another hour or so. We might not finish this game tonight, sorry y'all. Maybe I'll come back tomorrow and try to finish it. It might not be tonight. But thank you for the raid, CB, I appreciate it. And thank you, David, for shouting out CB, I appreciate it. Unless I have a specific reason to contact someone, we have plans, I have a question. It just does not occur. Honestly, I use socials the same way. Why would people care about this dumb thought I had? Oh. Well, that's another thing too, like the way I use socials is, whenever I... It's so funny you say that, Jack. But whenever I have a dumb thought that I feel like I want to share, I just post it. And then... That whole path was a dead end, y'all. Oh my god. I just post it. So... That's all. I'm very much not... I don't like to look at social media. But I think I feel like also... For me, maybe I'm reaching out too much sometimes. But honestly, I've never heard anyone complain about that. You know? I've always asked my friends, like, do you get bothered that I text you all the time? And most of them are like, no, we like being contacted. So I'm like, okay. So... I've never been a huge social media person. I've always thought it was tacky. Oh, hi, 104, welcome back. That's how most people do social media, I think. Yeah, I mean, like for me, I just, when I go on there, again, like I have my small list of people that I want to keep in touch with, so I look at, so they're all kind of curated onto my feed, right? And it's maybe only like a handful of people. So I can get through their posts in like a couple minutes. And then if I have anything I'm going to share, like any pictures I've taken, or any game updates, I just, you know, I post something, and then I usually post it and I leave it, and then I close it. I don't look at it again until I'm ready to look at it again. So, but I never really sit there and scroll it, because to me that's really boring and my brain gets disengaged really quickly. So, I can't, I can't do it. It's the same reason I don't look at like short form video, you know. My brain just gets bored really quickly. I'm just like, this is boring, I don't want to look at this anymore. So... That's me, though. I'm kind of weird, I think. I just always talk myself out of it, because I ask myself, why would anyone care? Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess for me, I don't really care if anyone cares. It's just like, for me more, I'm just like, oh, I want to share this cool thing with people. So that's why I post. Or I want to share this thing about me with people. And sometimes it's cathartic, like if I'm feeling sad, or having a particularly bad day, sometimes it's cathartic to post something about it, just so I can say it to someone.
Can no one find nude photos of me on the internet?
You know, sometimes you do post nude photos on the internet as well. I won't say I've never engaged in that behavior, so. But yeah, I don't know. I want to say I'm bad at social media, but I'm also okay with that. I've tried to be better, because I know sometimes people look at my profile if I'm... Oh, I see, I didn't even go live on BlueSky. I look at my profile if I'm live, because honestly, I've seen... Like Chicky, he uses the BlueSky profile live thingy, so if I happen to be scrolling and I see the red circle around his thing, I'm like, oh, he's live. And I'll pop in. Or Carter does that too. So... But... You know... I'm not on much. I'm not on there much. Awooga. That's a thing? Yeah, it's a thing. So BlueSky has this feature. It just rolled out, like, I mean, not super recently, but recently enough that you can go into the profile and note that you're live on there, and it puts a little red circle around your profile picture, and it also creates a link to your Twitch stream or whatever stream you're on. So that's kind of cool. Erase the spell. Oh, I know what that does. No spell damage. I just check Twitch sometimes, and if people are on, I check it out. Otherwise, I continue on with my life. Gotcha. I usually just look for a few specific people on Twitch. I know, again, that's me trying to control, right, the amount of socialness I'm participate in. So there's a few like key people I look out for. If they're streaming, I'll go hang out in their streams, right? And I have their notifications on my phone, so like if Chicky goes live, for example, it'll pop a notification on my phone. But I only have that set up for a small amount of people. So most times people will go live and I just have no idea. But I can't commit to watching like every stream out there. I'd love to support more people, but I just can't. So same here. Yeah. No notifications? Otherwise notifications get overwhelming. They can get overwhelming, so I very much control what I get notified about. So whenever I go into settings, like too many notifications get on my nerves, I totally feel you. So for like Twitch and YouTube, I have notifications on for certain channels that I like to watch their stuff, but everything else it's off, so I don't get any notifications for anything else. Notifications for BlueSky are off entirely. But for me though, because I get lots of important emails, I have my email notifications are on. I have to keep checking my emails all the time because I'm getting emails from, you know, my insurance company or my advisor or my whoever, you know. I have to make sure I'm on top of those emails. I can't just ignore them. But like a lot of other stuff. Oh my god, how do I get down from here? I don't have notifications on, so just because it's a lot, it's too much to keep up with. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna finish this game tonight. Sorry, y'all. I thought we were going to, but I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna get to the midpoint of this area and we'll stop there, and we'll finish the rest another time. Because there is a midpoint, like checkpoint of this area where there's going to be some story beats, and then that's where we can save, and then there's going to be more dungeon, so. You know what I could do? I think the hero has a spell that reduces encounter rate. Maybe I can use that. Travis always on top of those emails, but when is he gonna top? Gets pulled away by bonk police. You know, I'll text you later, Hugo. Okay, let's see if that helps. It did not. But so, I guess what I'm trying to say with all this blah 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 is I'm trying to find a better balance. And a small part of me also just kind of wishes that people were more proactive with reaching out to me as well. That was the point I was trying to make. But I understand that people can't be because everyone's busy. And I think the way that I process my brain is a lot more... is unique. So... because like I said, whenever I think of somebody, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna text them and say hi, you know? Or if there's stuff that I'm planning, I'm just gonna text you and be like, hey, you wanna do this thing? Play this game with me? I've noticed that a lot of people are not proactive, so I think I'm unique in that. And I think a lot of people just don't want to bother, but I just don't care. Like, I figure if I'm bothering you, you tell me, right? And most people I know, David, most people I know appreciate the proactive reaching out, so I haven't had anyone complain. So I'm just like, unless you complain, I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm not proactive, I'm probiotic. Oh my god. I would say so. I like that though. I'm glad people appreciate it. But I just don't care if I'm bothering you. Like I said, well, and I guess I shouldn't say I don't care if I'm bothering you. But for me, like I don't check my texts unless I'm ready to respond. So, like, if you text me and it's inconvenient for me to respond at the moment, like, it's fine because I'll just get back to you when I'm ready. So I figure that most people are the same way. So I'm not worried about texting. Like, I'll never blind call you, don't worry. But texting, I'll just text you, because I figure if you're in an important meeting or you can't be disturbed, you'll probably have your phone on silent. Because I do, right? My phone's on silent when I'm in something important where I can't be disturbed. And just like me, like, I'll see texts come through sometimes, like, now I'm seeing messages come through on my phone, but I'm like, I'm streaming, so I'm not going to check it now, right? I'm not expecting anything important, so I'll check it when I'm done, right? And I have to admit, I had to learn also to be patient. Like, before, when I was younger, I was more impatient about people responding to me, but I'm realizing, like, people have things... Oh. People have things to do, you know, so... I'm not going to get bothered if I don't get a response right away. But I was much more impatient when I was younger. I've learned to just be patient with everything now. I've certainly grown more patient as I've gotten older. Because I just don't care as much anymore, you know? I'm like, whatever. I'm just bad at reaching out sometimes, but then if I do and don't get a response, I'll just do it less sometimes, thinking I'm bothering them. See, I think there's a lot of that anxiety in people's... Oh, we made it! Oh, we made it! Oh my god, that was a long dungeon. But why aren't they doing me? I used to be god-awful when I was younger. I can see why my ex was annoyed with me sometimes. I mean, it's a delicate balance, right? And it depends, you have to kind of be understanding of people's needs and kind of realizing what your own needs are. So, like for me, I used to be more self-conscious and more... Like I had a very low self-esteem before. So if people didn't respond to me, it always became a, oh, they don't like me. Well, why don't you like me kind of thing. That was always the story I would tell myself in my head. But now, older and not caring nearly as much about that, I'm just like, well, they're probably busy, it's fine. And I really don't care, right, at that point. It's like, I wanted to reach out, I did, and that's it. So, finally, yeah, finally, the time is here. And that's what I mean when I say I don't care if I'm bothering you, because I figure if you're in a situation where you can't be texted, it's fine. You'll just respond later, just like I do. Oh, the light you radiate. You are no doubt the destined child. Oh, really? Welcome, destined child. This is the Dragon Town, the home of the Dragon Clan, Delogany. Our destined child, we were waiting for you to come. Please go to the Elder. There's always the Elder. Oh, destined child. First, we must thank God for bringing you here safely. And there is something you should know about your destiny. And the destiny of the Dragon Clan. Most of the time, if I don't respond right away, I'm trying not to explode at work. That makes sense. I'm sorry, Hugo. I'm glad that journey is almost over for you, though. A long, long time ago, a brave dragon defeated the goddess, Miria, and the world regained its peacefulness. Everyone hoped those days would last forever, but we found out, exclamation point, that it was here. The clown? Sometimes people's texts slip my mind and then I realize it was a week later. Yes, these for me, I'm always very, and this is more me because I'm very like meticulous. But if someone texts me, I will respond. It'll just be, I'll remember that they've texted me, but I just kind of don't respond until I'm ready. So lots of times I don't feel like talking to people. So I won't respond until I'm ready. Pennywise, it is. It was something that the goddess left behind in this world. It was like a small scar. It may be called the seed of evil. Not the seed. It swallowed the people's fears, desperation, hatred, jealousy, and other negative feelings, and was growing from it. We realized that someday it would grow to become very powerful and become the world's enemy. And yet you let it live. That happens with DM sometimes, especially whenever I move the notification. Oh yeah, when you check it and then it's like, oh, oops. I've done that before too. And then I go back and I'm like, I go to say hi to somebody and I'm like, oops, I didn't respond to your last message, sorry. What the evil goddess left deep underground, that name was Deathhaven. Deathhaven. I like how they had to shorten everything. Deathhaven spread throughout the world like seeds grow roots. Even then, we could not see or defeat Deathhaven. The reason is because it had no real shape. In order to defeat Deathhaven, we had no choice but to wait until he took shape. Honestly, kind of a cool concept for a demon. Even though the localization is terrible. I was referring mostly to text on XYZ apps. Gotcha. I'm better with text. Yeah, I'm pretty good with text because my text notifications are always on. And honestly, the people that have my phone number, there's a reason I gave them my phone number. It's because you can reach out to me anytime. Our Dragon Clan went underground and continued to wait until Deathhaven took shape. The demon was growing and we had no choice but to wait. Until he went out into the human world. Do you understand? Destined child. Do you understand the history of our Dragon Clan? And about the living beings in the world, and about our enemy, Deathhaven? I will always respond to text as well. Yeah, usually I do. Not right away always, but I will respond. Anytime? Yes, anytime, Hugo. Anytime you want. Because Saint Eva sent so much energy to the demon Deathhaven has already shown himself. We must defeat him before he gets any bigger. But what if we want a big demon, though? I'm bad at text since I usually get them during times I'm busy, so I just forget about them. It's easier with Discord or Telegram. Ah, okay. Everyone's different. At 3 AM, Travis, your skin smells great. Hugo, if you do text me, which that would be like what? You know, morning time, your time. I would laugh. Hugo can text me though, especially if he has certain needs. Oh my gosh, 104 is so direct. It's so funny. We must defeat him before he gets any bigger. The only person who can do this is you, Dew. You are the destined child. At this point, there's no pulling back. Take destiny in your hands. That's great, buddy. You hold the fate of the world in your hands. That's great. Saint Eva is gone, but that doesn't mean the evil feelings of people have disappeared. If we let time pass, Death Evan will become even stronger. Go, my destined child. Go. I think for me, growing up, I was always the one reaching out and putting in the effort. Eventually, I kind of gave up because why am I the one only putting in effort? That just means I barely text now except for work stuff. Yeah, and I think for me too, Jack, I went through a phase like that for sure, where I was like, why am I putting in all this effort? But then I kind of repositioned my perspective on that. And again, this is just me, but I like reaching out to people. I enjoy it. I like showing people that I care about them, that I am thinking about them. So I keep doing it. You know, a lot of times I don't get reciprocation, but I'm just like, and that's why I do it though. Like, I want you to know I'm thinking about you for this thing or one other, you know. I think about why I'm doing it, right? Not that I'm trying to get something out of it. I just do it because I like showing people that I care about them. So you can run from your difficult destiny. No one is forcing you into anything. But even Valerie hopes you will accept your destiny. Valerie? People text me and I forget. That's fine, Evan. Like I said, we're all different. Hugo is just insanely attractive while being extremely cute, so I just lose the plot. You know, 104, we know you have a huge crush. Totally went through a phase like that. Yeah, I definitely went through a phase like that too. But yeah, I did for a long time. I was like, why am I bothering? What does it matter? But then I just kind of was like, no, it does matter because I like doing it, you know? So. Nap on you and in you? Oh my god. Well, isn't it like 5 AM? 104 is going to stay here as long as Hugo is here, Evan. Valerie is my daughter and your mother. I know she gave up her life to save you, but I still believe that she did the right thing. Uh-huh. Why does the Dragon Clan have these strong powers? Isn't it to protect the other people? Okay. There's a 5 AM. Oh, we see a flashback now. We, the Dragon Clan, have stronger powers than other clans. That's why it's our responsibility, and our destiny to go underground and seal the demon. Please be careful. Good luck. There's an 8 AM if you can believe it. Ah. Goodbye, Grandma. Good luck to you. Grandma? We have now changed the time, so I lost an hour, and this time it's not just because I've been staring on Hugo's pictures. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's going to be lonely without you. I like how unique her sprite looks. Like, they really gave her a unique looking look. Compared to all the randos. Randos in the town. I like how unique Hugo sprite look. Oh my god. Oh my god. Somebody bonk 104. I'm gonna stop spamming about Hugo. I know 104 just comes in here to hang out with Hugo now. It's so rude. My sprite is showing. The Dragon Clan. Okay. Let's see. Hello? Oh. I've said my goodbyes. I see then. Thank you, Lynx. Take this with you. Father, what is this pendant? Martin. It is a jewel called the Tear of the Dragon, which shows the person's heart. This will protect you from getting lost when you go out into the world. The demon Death Oven is regaining strength. When the demon wriggles... Y'all want to see the demon wriggle? That is when the world will begin to perish. I understand, Elder. No matter what happens, I will go out into the world and check what is happening and report it to you. I'm just too tired for fire breathing. I'm more of a Pokopia man since I can't play it. Aw. That dragon crystal thing on dialogue shenanigans? Me wriggling, right? Shaking your booty. I'm kinda new, Valerie. The energy of the negative feelings of the people of the world strengthen the demon day after day. Something is going to happen. I am the dragon's maiden in the service, chosen to research what is going on. The localization is wild. I want to see Hugo's demon wriggle. I'm going now. May the providence of the dragon god be with you. I also enjoy seeing Hugo's demon wriggle. I said goodbye to Delogany and started my journey up, and up to the world above. We saw that picture before. Did she just materialize? Demon wriggle. The doors of the seal closed right after me. These doors will not open again. At least for the time being. She teleported, she magicked. Always those seals. I thought you said semen wriggle? I mean, semen does wriggle as well. Y'all thirsty? Yeah, my chat's thirsty, Harry. Have you been here before? I was like, what is under a microscope? Oh my god. I wonder if this is a church. But this isn't a church that praises the dragon god. It interested me. The atmosphere in the church was absolutely divine. Beer, you say? Oh my god. My semen would wriggle inside. Welcome to the St. Eva Church. Huh? The dragon's tear told me why he was so jittery. This man had fallen in love with me, a woman from another clan, in one glance. I personally never understand that, because I could never fall in love with someone on first glance. Are you kidding me? A woman from another clan, first glance. With rainbow drops? Yeah, it's pretty. But this did not surprise me. The reason was because I also fell in love with him at first sight. Oh my gosh. People of Delogany, can you hear my voice? The world above is quiet and content. I still have not discovered what is sending strength to the demon. Obviously you haven't looked at maybe another person. But the dragon penis? There you are. Yes, I'm praying to the dragon god. This is a problem. What will people think of the wife of St. Eva Church preacher praying to the dragon god? Oh my god, what for? I'm just kidding. I will also pray to the dragon god to bless us again with a healthy child. St. Eva's god, the dragon god, they're both gods. Oh, St. Eva's god is not a god, but... Penis-wise? Oh my god. You're carrying a baby, so don't move around too much. Okay. You can't go outside in your condition. Isn't it exciting? I hope you have a girl next. Isn't this the villain in it? Oh my god. Oh, there's you. Oh, wow, who's talking? How much longer for my little brother? Have you already decided it's going to be a little brother? Yeah, I'm gonna be his boss. Oh my god. What if it's a little sister? What? Sister? I won't be her boss then. Please protect her, do you? The protagonist actually talked. I love you, Mom. Aw. Bossy already. I know, bossy already. Jeez. Just because you're going to be the hero of the game later. Valerie, let's pray to Saint Eva next. Hey, you, it's time to pray. I guess back then it was more innocent, right? They didn't know they were praying to a demon. Saint Eva's God and his children. Oh, is this right before shit happens? No, it can't be. I felt bad for Gaynor, but I was not interested in the beliefs of Saint Eva. The fact that I have always believed in the dragon god was not the only reason. My instinct as a dragon's maiden in the service suspected something strange about Saint Eva. You were right. Time continued to pass without finding out anything about the demon. During this time I became the mother of 2 children, and I was beginning to forget about the frightening demon growing underground. She totally forgot about her mission. But so much stuff was happening in the world outside. I wonder what's going on. It's noisy outside. I'm going to look. Wow. Wow. What's going on? Looked at the sprite sheet for the dragon's tear. So pretty. It's pretty, especially when it's rainbow. The village is being attacked by demons. Look at that little guy. And the demon appeared from the world underground. Back off, demons. It's endless. Where did these demons come from? Little demons. Excuse me. Passing through. We know where the demons came from. As I suspected, the seal weakened, and the demons are coming through the crack. The crack. Death Heaven underground is gaining strength, and sending his demons to the world above. If something isn't done, eventually a bigger demon will come out. And Death Heaven appearing in the world is possible. I made a decision to strengthen the seal of the gates, in the one way I knew how. Goodbye, Gaynor. Goodbye to you. Goodbye, my adorable children. She dragonified. I like how her claws appeared and were immediately mossy already. That's funny. I guess they didn't bother doing a not mossy sprite for her hands. This was the only way I can think of to tighten the seal. That is to change into a dragon and sit on the gates. It took a lot of strength to remain in the body of a dragon. I was falling into a deep, deep sleep. I thought I heard Yu's voice. Yeah, and this is now where the game starts off. Brr. You fooled you. Why did you come outside? Dad, where's Mom? Valerie, what happened to your mother? She became Dargon. What was that voice? It's coming from behind the mountains. That voice. What is this dragon? Is it dead? No, it looks like it's sleeping. This dragon protected us? The demons can't come out because this dragon sealed the doors. Where did this big dragon come from? Dad, look. It's so weird that he's talking in this flashback. This pendant. Dad, where's Mom? Where's Mom? Where is she? Yep, that's where the story started. Oh god, it's silent. That's really weird. Okay. Okay. Can we save over here? Okay, I think what we're gonna do... I think there's a couple more things I can do. I think the next part of this dungeon is long though, so wait, let's not go in there. The demon Deathleaven is trapped in the tower behind these doors. Only the destined child is permitted to enter. That's me. Destiny's Child? Oh my god, someone said the same thing earlier. Oh, I think... if I'm gonna have to... Wait, hold on. If I'm gonna have to go through a whole dungeon now... let me see. We're gonna just call it here. Let's see... Oh shit, I didn't mean to go back down again, damn it. Yeah, I think this is gonna be like another long section, so well... Maybe not? I'm trying to gauge how much time is left in the game here. People need to learn they aren't forced to use mode 7. What the fuck is this background? I know, right? Would you like to have a rest? Oh, yes, please. Please buy something? Oh, you have a shop? Alright. Not much, but... I saw it for 2 seconds and I'm already queasy. Well, Mode 7 was like a big thing back in the day. It's crazy. Do I look like Patty? Yes. I'm sure that person is also a dragon clan like us. Our destined child or our biggest, please do your best. Are you saying that I look like the man you mentioned named Ray? Yeah. I'm part of the Black Dragon clan. If you look like me, Ray must be a descendant of the Black Dragon clan as well. Uh-huh. Or the developers were too lazy to create different sprites. Understandable. The great power of the dragon clan can only be possessed by the destined child. I hear there is a power called Anthony. Ryu can probably possess that power. Oh yeah. I wonder if it's as bad as on SNES. I don't know. My roommate got me candied pecans and now I'm literally cookie addicted. That sounds good. I love pecans. Pecans. How do y'all say that word? Pecans, pecans. Wait, is there something I'm supposed to do here? Okay. Okay, no, I think this next area is going to be kind of long, so let's save that for another stream, shall we? Next time will definitely be the last stream for this game, though. For sure.